669. Your name, sir?
Kenneth Anthony Rich.
You're charged with operating with the presence of drugs. You have the right to a lawyer. The drug, it's not specified here. But you have the right to a lawyer, and I'll be happy to give you one if you want one. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. You can go out in the hallway. My court officer will bring the file out and he'll set you up, okay? Good luck. And then either way, you're coming back in front of me today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Ronald Stephen Ardeline III, 24F2413013. Could I have Michael Farmer seated at this table up here, my right, your left? Okay, this was not your name.
I'm Stephen Ireland, there you are.
This was not taken under a statute of any kind, so you're just asking for early discharge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody here from is there anybody here on behalf of the young Flashings girl? I'm just asking for the record here. All right.
Prosecutor.
Mr. Keeley, can you come in real quick, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Keeley. Your appearance?
Patrick Feely of the People City Flat.
I just want to make sure there was a victim on this. It was a domestic violence reduced to disorderly. He applied for early discharge. He's done everything. Any objection?
No, sir.
And the victim was notified and nobody showed. So I'll go ahead and grant you early discharge. We'll prepare the order in the next day or so, and you should have it very soon. Okay? Good luck. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Keeley. Could I have Mr. Farmer up here? Michael Sherwood Farmer, 25R514 328 A and B. Good morning, sir. Again, your name?
Michael Farmer.
So you met with the prosecutor. You did a good job, it looks like, negotiating for yourself. You're going to plead to allowing unlicensed driver to drive.
Yes.
And they are going to dismiss then, once you do that, the suspend charge as well as the civil infraction charge of speeding. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes.
If you do that, the possible penalties on this allowing unlicensed driver to drive are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign an advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
To the charge allowing unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you in control of a motor vehicle that was being operated in the city of Flat Rock? I'm sorry, in the township, city of Rockwood, rather. I apologize. City of Rockwood.
Yes.
On Huron River Drive, a 2014 Ford near Truman in Rockwood, on September 18 of 25 at 11:09 in the morning.
Yes.
And were you unlicensed?
Yes, sir.
And you knew that, right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
Yes.
Please accept it to that charge. The speed's dismissed. The suspend's dismissed. Are you ready to be sentenced?
Yes.
How's your record?
I've got a couple speed.
You're not licensed at all?
No, sir.
Were you never licensed?
Yes, sir. I had that way did RC ticket for cracked windshield and expired driver's license in Alexandria, Louisiana. When I went back to pay it, it morphed into 4 tickets for the same thing. And I'm in limbo with that right now.
When were you last licensed?
About a year ago.
Why are you waiting so long to take care of those tickets?
Because the 1 ticket I received morphed into 4 tickets that I didn't receive. I'm trying to get that squared away now.
Anything else you want to tell me?
No,
You got to take care of those, okay? 100 fines, 170 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 390, 395 or 90 days. You can go down the hall and pay that. You have that now?
yes, sir.
Take care of those other tickets, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Good luck. Is Officer Millie here? Come on up. We're going to handle this. Kayleen Patty Mozam, 25F244656. Ma'am, what's your name?
Terry Otis.
Why are you showing up so late?
I actually blocked the bus. They had to walk in that night. I let them know yesterday.
All right, come on up to the podium, officer. Ma'am, your name?
Give me Moses.
And officer, your name? So I think the thing that was this is, there was an injury to the other driver, right?
I don't know, but it was an injury to her. She was transported to the hospital. The other driver later checked herself in the hospital
The other driver did check herself in?
after the incident wrapped up, yes.
See, that's why I can't take impeding, ma'am. If you want to plead the fair to yield, or hang on, or you can have a hearing, whatever you want to do. If you want to have a hearing, I'll swear you both in.
I need to have it. Actually, I have my own business and ticket is.
Okay.
Rental.
Okay, so I want you to understand something. I'm not going to change my mind on this. I've been doing this for decades. If somebody's hurt in an accident, I just don't take impeding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to. Okay, raise your right hands. Raise your right hand.
Why is this I want a formal hearing?
This is an informal hearing. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm, both of you, that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Officer? Ma'am?
I do.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and tell me what happened.
All of them struck the other vehicle that was traveling straight, causing the vehicle to spin out, go over the train tracks, and disabled the other vehicle.
And the woman, was it a man or a woman in the other vehicle? Not that it matters, but she ultimately went to the hospital.
I went to deliver this November ticket, observed the other driver checking herself into the hospital when I went to deliver the ticket.
Do you have any questions of him, ma'am? You wish to testify?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you'd like to say.
I was driving down the road and I had my window down and a bug came into my eye. I pulled over on the side of Courtroom Drive because I was in severe pain and my eye was watering and I didn't have clear vision. I waited there for about 2 or 3 minutes, trying to clear it up so I could take myself to the hospital. And when I went to pull out onto Courtroom Drive, I looked, I didn't see a car. And then when I went to proceed, the car was there. So this, I don't know.
Okay, but the other car had the right of way.
I understand that, but I was at stop, Your Honor. I was stopped. And then I proceeded. I didn't see a car and then.
I know, you stopped.
I was at a stop and I went to pull out.
I know, you pulled out in front of the vehicle, right?
I actually pulled out into the vehicle. I didn't get that car. It wasn't there and then it was there. Your Honor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, I'm not.
It was facing the road, like I didn't see it, I looked, the vehicle wasn't there. Then all of a sudden, I put the car into drive and the vehicle's there.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything here but find you responsible. You pulled out in front of the vehicle. The lady went to the hospital. She had the right of way.
I myself am so injured. I've been in therapy for 2 months.
Ma'am,
I
ma'am, I can't just ignore laws like this. There's nothing I can do. You fail to yield and you sent somebody and yourself to the hospital. I'm sorry. I find you responsible as charged. There wasn't an accident where somebody was injured and the damage was minor, it'd be a different story, but I'm sorry. Find you responsible as charged, 195. You can go down the hall and pay that. Thank you both. People against Matthew Bruce.
Mr. Baldwin's, I thought I just saw him, so I put him up. I think all three of those that I handed up are Mr. Baldwin's.
Why don't you have a seat, sir? You can have a seat right at the table. We have to get Mr. Baldwin in here. We're gonna take a quick recess. Have a seat over at that. Oh, you ready? Matthew Bruce. Matthew Bruce, 25R 514-162 A and B.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. House Counsel, Attorney Mike Baldwin, opinion 65417 on behalf of the street.
Sir, your name? So this plead a no ops and the suspend will be dismissed and the resist, hinder and obstruct an officer will be dismissed. True?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to no valid operator's license on your person, that is punishable by up to $100 in fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. 0 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice to rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a trial. Do you understand me? To the charge, no valid ops on person, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle August 31 of 25 at 1:15 PM on Harding near Burton and Rockwood? Did you have a valid license on your person?
No, I didn't.
You're revoked, right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No,
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
no.
Please accepted. The drive while suspend, revoke, denied is dismissed. I'm dismissing the R and O. Can't drive on a revoked license. Are you taking steps to go?
Medical. I see, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's worse that you're driving. Why are you driving?
My wife's car had the driver's door actually opened up. And so we pulled over. And I was trying to walk my dog's leave behind it, but. And the whole thing of the door opening up. She pulled over, got out of the car, and I jumped into it and pulled it into a side road. We were in town. We were gonna we're in the neighborhood we live in. So we weren't on any major streets, we were right behind the church.
Yeah, it was a side road,
It
Judge.
also says, and I'm gonna act like he didn't do this because they dismissed it, but it also says he obstructed the officer who was trying to arrest somebody else.
Yeah, Judge, yes, there's a little bit more, but there's a co-defendant in it. We dismissed it. Questions of fact.
Anything else?
No, Judge, it's just a medical condition. So, he's been very forthright. We did go through, I got the discovery, I reviewed it, so I'm comfortable with the case.
100 fines. Did I let you finish, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 costs, 100 fines, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 40 in attorney fees, 385 or 90 days. Given everything, that's pretty light. You can pay that now?
No.
Thomas Stephen Chapman.
Judge, today's the day and time set for a pre-trial and a pre-formal. The serious impairment is going to be amended to a careless, and the traffic signal pre-formal is dismissed.
Mr. Chapman, did you learn anything? I mean, you broke somebody's nose. You gotta be.
In the face, it's a woman who's got cuts in her face, and this is a corporate deal.
Prosecutors offering this says victim suffered a broken nose and did not respond to prosecutor's letter. Maybe they're gonna sue. I don't know what they're gonna do, but if that's the way she feels about it, I'm gonna take it to the charge of careless driving causing accident. That's 3 points, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the moving violation causing serious impairment and the disobeyed traffic signal. Fines and costs are $235. You can pay that today?
Can I come back and pay it later today when we get to meet?
Yeah, where do you work?
I just started, should be all right.
You sure you can pay by 4 o'clock today?
Can you have till 4 o'clock tomorrow?
I'll give you till October 17th,
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you.
All right? You can go right online with your citation number if you'd like, okay? Good luck. Mr. Cayley, can you just zoom in? I'm not gonna, Anthony Martinez. Okay, your appearance.
Good morning, Arthur. I'm Shepard, for you up my.
I need Jessica in here, please. Sir, your name?
Thomas Abraham.
All right, so what I did is I took a plea and I set a sentence date for today. Just give me 1 second here. Did I not take a plea to this charge of federal refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs?
You did, Your Honor.
I don't know why I didn't make a note of that. I think I did, so I'm going to just indicate that that was done, I believe, on. Can you tell me, Heather, was that on September 25th?
Let me take a look, Judge.
Your name?
Just hold on, we have information.
I'm gonna give you an award for showing up so quickly all the time. You do this better than anybody I've ever worked with.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seriously. Okay. Yeah, was it, or I'm sorry, just tell me when you get your ability, get an opportunity to look at that if you would.
You're looking for when he took his actual plea, Judge, or?
Yes, then I believe it was September 25th on the probation violation is what I'm talking about.
September 2nd.
I see it September
September
2nd, yes.
We
September
September
2nd.
2nd, and then, October 1st, and then today.
I see. So it was September 2nd. My mistake. All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you or did you not tell me that Mr. Abraham, because I told him I want to set a sentencing, and on the first, I said he was in treatment. I can't read my writing, but I know I told him he had to be tested, right?
He was the sobriety court candidate for the time being, I think 3 times a week on red for the sobriety court.
Did he test?
He has been testing. We had one issue. I did add show causes. He tested on October 5th through DNA. He was caught with outside urine. He did then submit to a test, and that test was positive for cocaine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see these added
Yes.
ones. So I've got failure to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive for a cocaine metabolite on September 9, 18, and September 30, and you're adding, and now you're telling me he showed up with a bottle of urine on the 5th.
And then
But you didn't add that one.
I did add that one. It should be on the first page of the show cause, Your Honor. It should be number 1.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs on that date.
He did submit to a second test, and that test was positive for cocaine. The lab was pending when I issued it. I do have the lab confirmation now, Your Honor, and it was lab confirmed positive. For the cocaine
Let me slow
metabolite.
down a little bit. I'm confused. What did I take a plea to on September 2nd?
On September 2nd, you took a plea to the original show cause.
Which I don't even have in front of me anymore. I need a second page of a register. Second page of a register. I don't know what happened. This is strange. Do you know what was that show cause for?
I believe it was for testing positive for cocaine. Your
On
Honor.
what date?
It would have been listed on September 2nd is when we.
No, I know, but I don't have the show cause. Nobody gave me that show cause. I just got one here. And I do remember that I took a plea back in September.
Yeah, so that one was already dealt with. I do have that, I do have the arraignment and the sentencing on that one. So that
I
one,
sentenced him on that already?
it looks like you had signed off on it.
No, I think I adjourned the sentence to October 1, and then on October 1, we talked about drug court, and I sent him for the bond test. So I need that one. I need that show cause. Do you have that, or do you?
I have the one here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, then. Is it true that he pled to failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on July 29th, right, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
So now we're on an amended show cause. I need another probation violation sheet. And I'm gonna have to go through each one of these counts. So, sir, I don't remember if I asked you your name. Did I ask you your name here again?
Abraham.
All right, so council, I'm gonna put this on here as another show cause. And you can tell me how he's going to proceed as it relates to these 5 counts.
Your Honor, it's the new violation. I had a dialogue with Michael, and he's not gonna contest those violations. He's very sincere and transparent with me. He's not going to be asking for a hearing.
Judge, I would like to on the new one, show cause number 4, I would like to dismiss that count. It stated when I had issued it, it stated that he didn't show that day. Clearly, he did show because he tested positive, so I'd like to dismiss.
On
that.
the 18th of September, count 4 dismiss motion PO now. So he's gonna plead to 1, 2, and 3, and 5, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty here, sir, this would be 4 more technical violations. Your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. Do you understand that?
Yes,
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
yes,
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
yes,
As the count 1 that you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, this is on October 5th, with the further provision or understanding that part of that is that you brought in outside urine. How do you plead to that?
guilty,
Did you fail to refrain from consuming alcohol?
yes,
And ultimately, the test that you did without the outside urine proved that you were positive for cocaine. Is that true or false?
true,
All right, is the count 2 that you tested positive September 9th of 25? How do you plead?
well, not that,
I just want to know guilty or not guilty.
guilty,
Did you test positive on that day?
yes,
Count 3 that you tested positive on September 18th for cocaine. How do you plead?
guilty,
Did you test positive then?
yes,
Count 5. Count 5 that you failed to submit the testing as ordered on September 30. How do you plead?
Your Honor, we made a matter of call. My client, I need to have a dialogue with him. I don't want him to feel like he's not being heard. Can I have the matter recall briefly?
Sure. We'll begin anew when he comes
Thank you.
back. T5F244382. Ms. Greer, you can come on up here. Need probation. Okay. Good morning. Your name? You pled guilty to disorderly person public intoxication. This is from an incident that occurred on July 26 of 25. You pled guilty on October 2. You were referred for a screening and assessment. Maybe, first of all, before we go on, I want to remind you of the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, I will be happy to appoint you one at public expense. Do you understand that? Would you like an attorney to represent you? I can't hear you, ma'am.
No.
Did you review this pre-sentence report, the screening? Is everything in this report accurate?
Yes.
And you saw the recommendation, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to tell me before I sentence you here?
Well, right now I'm currently expecting and I don't have like transportation, so if I do have to do like
Can't hear you, ma'am.
said right now I am expecting and I don't have like a vehicle, so if I do have to do like the drug testing, it might be a little bit difficult to like get there.
You live in Flat Rock, right? Yes? Okay, so I'm just telling you, I'm gonna order drug testing and I expect you to show up.
Is it here?
It's right down the street, though. They'll set you up at DMA. All right. How much did you have to drink that day?
Like 9 shots, I want to say something.
9 shots?
Yeah, it's like Probably like little gravy shots, it's just like a bunch of things together.
You got to keep your voice up for me, okay? Is there anything else you want to say? 9 months probation, you cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm going to order that you submit the chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs. I will do that on demand. You scored in category 1 on both the alcohol and drug use. Tells me you don't have a problem. But I am going to order anger management weekend program, okay? I'm going to order that. You're not to have any contact with the victims in this case. Do you understand that? All right. Also, I'm going to order, still want you to go to the alcohol and drug insight and awareness program, okay? So you attend those. And I'm talking about the anger management weekend program, the alcohol and drug insight and awareness program. No contact with the victims, no alcohol, drugs, or marijuana, chemical testing on demand. Do you understand all of that? I'll order 2 days of community service. I'll give you a lot of time to do that since you're pregnant. December 15th to 25, okay? $100 fines, 100 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. Screening fee is $60 for 385. You also have probation fees of 180 for a total of 565. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand that? I'm going to give you a review hearing date in 9 months. You're going to come back then. If you've complied, the prosecutor will move to dismiss and I will go along with it. I am taking this under 771.1. So I will need one. Next time you got to come without the child though, okay?
Like, and she told me just to come with my baby, you know, just like.
Well, I mean, that's nice, but. Okay, so give me a date in early June, I'm sorry, late June, or early July, Heather, please.
That will be, we could do
What?
June 20, I'm sorry, this is June 26th.
At 8:30 in the morning, okay, ma'am? So June 26th at 8:30 in the morning will be your review hearing date. Can you pay all these fines now?
Not now, no.
How much do you have today? And you are just, how are you supporting yourself? You get $100 weekly in shelves?
Let's stay at home. I just get support from my transfer.
Tell me how much you can afford to pay weekly or bi-weekly, whatever you choose. Weekly or bi-weekly? $50 bi-weekly, and I'll start that beginning on October the 24th, okay? Now, if you need more time, you come into the court or call, we go on Zoom, you and I'll be glad to give you an extension on it before any due date. Just don't ignore me, okay? All right, so you're gonna go meet with probation. They'll go over the order with you. Do you fully understand everything? Okay, good luck. Thank you. Dylan Ray Bemis at 25R514-250. Good morning, Mr. Hall.
Good morning.